Hello and welcome to Naivety Gaming. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 39th week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. For those who don't know, Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I browse Steam and find games that have been released in the past week for $5 or less. And this week is the week of June 26th, 2018, and it is a Tuesday as always. And something interesting is happening this week. It's the Steam Summer Sale. Oh my god! So for those of you that live under a rock, the last week of June and the first week of July, Steam puts, simply put, everything on sale. Literally every game on Steam, apart from the games that are first party have been released, or pre-order, or whatever. Won't be on sale, but literally everything else is. And when I mean literally everything, I mean even the Steam Link, and it's currently, ironically, $5 or less, because they really want to sell that, and we're really not interested. So, sorry Valve, it's okay. But, that being said, the games under $5 this week is a lot of games. I mean, look at all these first-party games for $5 less. Some of them are even free, like Life is Strange. Like, holy crap, guys. Half-Life 1 is 99 cents. This is incredible. I don't know, frickin' Euro Truck Simulator 2 is $4.99. Left 4 Dead 1 is $1.99. Outlast is $3.99. So you can kind of get the point where it's... I don't think our focus this week is going to be the indie developers, because also, if you look at the indie developers, the last game that was released was Saturday. And the ones that I've been noticing right now have not been of great quality. I've already looked through some of them, and they're not great. So, I would like to change things up a little bit and make this week, and probably next week as well, kind of a playthrough of some of my favorite games that are for $5 or less this week and next week. Of course, as you can tell, they're very much so not released in the past week, and some in November of 2015, and some in 2009, and some in 2012, and you get the point. But. I love these games to death, and some of them I have not had the chance to actually show you guys in a gameplay of how much I enjoy them, so I think now would be a fitting time. But also as a side note, if you're trying to figure out how good of these deals are, they're really good deals. As you'll see in this screen, I'm currently scrolling through my cart of 8 or 9 items, and as you're totaling up all the original prices, you're going to get about $142.92. And the final total at the bottom is $44.37. That is way more than half off. So, if you see these memes of people just blowing their money on Valve games or Steam games right now, you know why. It's because these are incredible deals, so really look at Steam this week. And if you find any games like these that you are absolutely always wanted to play, but don't even have the computer to play it or anything, or didn't have the money to, just take a browse, because you're going to find pretty much every game you ever wanted is going to be on sale. So please, this week and next week are going to be fantastic for picking up some of your most favorite games at a very reduced price. But for this week, I'm choosing the one and only, not Borderlands 2, Mini Metro. So many of you are going, what in the hell is a Mini Metro? And I'll show you. Mini Metro is a strategy simulation game about designing a subway map for a growing city. Draw lines between stations and start your trains running. Keep your lines efficient by redrawing them as new stations open. Decide where to use your limited resources. How long can you keep the city moving? The developer and publisher is Dinosaur Polo Club, and I cannot tell you how much I enjoy this game. It is, as you can tell in Steam and during the Cheap Weekly Thrills segment every week, that I love my puzzle games. And I really like the minimalistic ones, the very relaxing ones, and this one hits those traits, all of them, nail on the head. And it's just perfect. I love it so much, and like I said, I always wanted to show you guys, and now that it is $5 or less, and that there are no good indie games this week, sorry, I thought this would be a perfect time to show you guys. So, the current price is $4.99, and all of these deals that you'll see today will end July 5th. So, it is... everybody loves it. I mean, yeah, it's only a 77 on Metacritic, which is still pretty good, but if you're looking at the reviews, very positive and overwhelmingly positive. So like I was saying, just, it's so good. It's so good, and I'm so happy to finally be playing this right now. So, I will load this guy on up, and we shall see you guys in just a moment. Hello and welcome to Mini Metro, a minimalistic puzzle game about drawing your perfect, most efficient city. So, I shall go to Play, and I shall go to, I don't know, let's do Melbourne. Melbourne. I'm sorry for our very few Australian fans out there. So, very basic, like I said, very minimalistic view. So you have these big old shapes. That's your city. And you take a line, and you draw it to another, well, not city, but to another station. And you can take another line and draw it to another place. And you can take that and extend it up. So by starting a line at a new station and drawing it over will create a new line or a new set of tracks for a new train or subway to be on. And then extending one by pulling the end will just, like I said, extend said railroad track or subway track, or I don't even know. But so it doesn't honestly get too much more quote-unquote exciting than right here, but the further you go on, the more stations appear, the more lines you can add, the more carriages. Hold on. Anyway, I can't speak, but the more things you can add, and as you get these more and more lines growing and being added on, things start to become a mess very quickly, and you'll find that there's some lines that'll be doing this weird cross-country route, as I like to call them, where they're just hitting all these various outskirts cities, and don't really make a whole lot of sense being added to any of your more busier lines. Then some of these stations will grow as there's more demand and more people there, so you need to be very wary of how your city is growing. That was rather convenient that we had a station show up right on one of our lines, so we didn't even have to adjust anything. So we can honestly just sit and wait for a little bit. And week 2, well, every week per se, you'll get a new item, new ability, new something. So for this week, we can add a new tram. Well, mainly they'll do that every week. You can get a new vehicle. And then you can also choose to get a new line. Like I said, it's another one of those roads. or another carriage, where you can increase the capacity of your trains. So as of this week, I am choosing a new line, considering that I can imagine very soon we're going to have a couple coming out over here, and it would be really nice to have some extra lines in case things get a little bit too intense too quickly. It's just having that extra safe, not safe zone, but safety net, where you can expand into in case things get a little bit too complicated. As of right now, there doesn't appear to be too much issue. There are times that you'll notice later in this gameplay where some of these cities appear to be reverberating. Like, there are too many passengers that do not have access to a carriage, and they're looking for to be picked up, and they've been waiting way too long, and they've been very patient until right about now, right when suddenly when everything starts to break, you'll notice that everybody is breaking at the same time. So it's trying to be wary of what things are being broken progressively instead of it all happening at the same time. I'm hoping that my commentary right now is at least minutely comprehensible. I have a tendency to not make sense sometimes as I'm rambling. So again, my apologies if things do not seem to make sense. That's probably just me, as you know. And again too, things as of right now do not seem very interesting, so I'll probably include a time lapse right about now, so we can skip ahead to some more interesting parts of the game where things are quite a lot more hectic. Okay, so this is where things will get a little bit interesting for me. So we've got this one lined up here, and I'll momentarily connect it down with green. But we've got a couple lines here that they seem to be stretching quite a long ways. So I want to, So with a new line, I'm going to at least connect some outskirts. Move this guy to here. And I think for the moment, I'll just let these overlap ever so slightly. This will help out immensely with the efficiency of transportation. For example, if a triangle, like here, wanted to get to the triangle, you would have to wait for this carriage to get all the way over from here, all the way over to here, come back, and go straight back. Now, with this system, if the triangle appears here, it connects to this route, or this station, and then it can be brought over to this station right here. Because of the reach of purple right now, I'm going to move that back. And here's why this game sucks so much, is that you have everything mostly in a sensible way of efficiency, something that appears to make a good amount of sense, and then suddenly you've got a station that'll appear out of the middle of nowhere, and you have to take your very, very efficient route from just 2 stations and then just pull it way over here. And it sucks. It totally sucks. Because now your time of travel for this blue guy right here is just triple what it used to be for getting across So in a way, this is the big argument here is to have more trams or more subways or trains, to have more lines, so your rate of them traveling back and forth is a lot shorter, or to add carriages, so your capacity is a lot larger for the routes that don't have enough trams or trains or don't have enough lines per se. As of right now, I'm noticing that there's a lot that are in need of capacity. And for this blue line here, actually, let me take a step back and analyze. I think green is very overreaching. So let me pull it back so it's more... Yeah, there's not a triangle line. So let's pull green there. And let's see if we can pull... Can we put orange here? Let's pull orange back and get rid of this triangle spot. Let's pull it back over a little bit. Blue. Let's go here. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. No, green. Let's not do that. That's a bad idea. Blue. Sure. Let's go here. Somebody needs to get there. Somebody. Who's it going to be? I guess it's going to be green right now. Purple should honestly... crap. So as you know... I thought I dragged you there. Why can't you go? Thank you. Now I have this to worry about. Thanks to nobody. Okay, we're doing that there. I want... Why does orange need to... Orange needs to go here, if anything else. Does blue really need to go out this far? I think this... Yes, it does, actually. So then suddenly everything gets... I thought I moved you over. Why didn't you move over yet? Wouldn't it make more sense to drag blue this direction and then take green here? Oh, but green's got to get the triangle bits. So green's got to go here. Okay. Do you guys now understand why this is a massive problem? Where is... Can we get another line? Do I want another line? I'm going to run another line. We got an issue with squares. That was a bad decision. I did not want that. Okay. Yeah, our squares need to go up in here. And green is now officially Toulon, so we have to scale back operations of green. And put blue here, and put blue here. Blue is now very overreaching, so we'll have to scale that back here, and we'll have another line known as yellow running parallel here. Blue shall go, well, this teal thing shall go back and over. Let's scale this one back and just move that over a bit. So green can now go here. Green is now a straight shot with massive amount of capacity. I just realized that I don't actually have... When did the U show up? Yellow currently does not have any tracks. No, does not have any trams. What is your problem here? Why can't you get to... You should have 3 carts. Why are you not taking care of them? Why did you put yourself here? As you can tell, I'm getting increasingly more stressed as there's more demand in certain areas. And I made a line that has no cars to be driven on, so this is a... I'm not sure how they haven't killed themselves yet. So, this is all a mystery to me. And these guys are just constantly agitated. What are you... Yeah, what are you doing? Move over here. There's a completely empty cart just standing there. It's like, just do your job, please. I'm gonna reach yellow over here. I don't need more bridges or carriages. I need more bridges, technically. What is the most... Okay. Squares... Why are there so many squares here? I need like a dedicated line to go from here to here. Scaling back green, so we can move this over. We'll have another one running yellow, I guess. Oh, that's a weird... No. No, that's even weirder. I gotta do green. Crap. Guess what? And we just lost. So, overcrowding at this station has forced your metro to close. 1,038 passengers traveled on your metro over 51 days. Let's look at some graphs. I've never actually seen these graphs before. So daily trips, 40. Total trips is 886. Angry passengers is 13 at day 49. Population actually decreased. Stations, as you expect, went up. Track length, a lot. Trip distance, actually started going down a bit. That was nice. But yeah, as you can tell, day 1 at 0, going up to 36 by day 4, was a little bit of a problem. So, let's go back to our main menu. Let's go back on out. And like I was trying to make mention before, the sound design is just perfect for this game. It's just, like I said, incredibly, much like the game itself, very minimalistic. There's not like these big, powerful, heavy chords. It's just these twinkling little melodies here and there, with additional tiny little sounds and sound effects from various points of the game. Like your passengers or adding carriages or adding stations. And it just fits really nicely. So that was Mini Metro. If you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below what game you picked up for $5 or less this week, because there's a lot of them. And when I mean a lot of them, I mean like more than half of Steam is probably $5 or less right now. So please let me know. There are so many games out there. Whether they've been released in the past week or not, I do not care. I just like knowing what everybody's playing right now, because there's like I said for the 8th time, there's a lot of them out there. And if you are an indie developer that is planning on releasing a game soon, please let me know at matt@theextraneouszone.com. I'd love to be able to feature your brand new game on this channel, give it a quick little playthrough, because I'm always open for brand new, unique ideas. So again, send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. Again, would love to hear. And again, this was the 39th week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. We've got another great week of Steam Summer Sale coming on up, so prepare for week 40 being about another game that you can buy during the summer sale for $5 or less. So again, thank you for watching. My name is Matt, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.